Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Everett rejects Bobby identity, Steve establishes Jada's ex-hubby as Stephanie's boyfriend. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that when Jada Hunter finally meets Everett Lynch, Blake Barris, she will be in for a surprise. Right away, Jada will start referring to him as Bobby and claiming he is her ex-husband. However, Everett will argue he doesn't understand her. Stephanie Johnson will quickly find herself entangled in the dispute. Stephanie won't know what to think because Everett will adhere to his narrative and insist that he's not this Bobby guy. Fans of Days can anticipate Steve Johnson becoming involved at some point and expecting him to discover evidence that Everett is, in fact, Bobby. Stephanie will receive updates regarding the evidence and will once more find it difficult to make sense of it all. Jada will, in the meantime, confront Everett with evidence of her own and force him to acknowledge that they previously shared a life. Everett was born and raised in Seattle, which Jada has mentioned as her home. Despite Jada and Bobby's initial happiness, his dishonesty, infidelity, and the ensuing argument caused their marriage to fail. We already know Jada married a man who resembled Everett because Days watchers have already seen the engagement photo she sent Rafe Hernandez. Everett never brought up having an identical twin or even a brother when he spoke to Stephanie about his family, including his inebriated father and the distant cousins. There are only two other possibilities if this isn't a case of a twin or doppelganger. Everett may be lying in the first place, and it's also possible that he still suffers from partial amnesia. It goes without saying that Everett appears to recall everything else, including specifics from his early years and his whole connection with Stephanie. Days might be attempting to resolve a split personality issue that has been exacerbated by Everett's coma. Alternatively, Everett might just be a dishonest person trying to cover himself up with a false pretense, or he might have simply forgotten a significant portion of his past. Still, according to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Everett will have to confront the overwhelming evidence. Stay tuned for more bombshell announcements. Steamy surprise, major threat, secret informant. Spoilers for Tuesday, February 13, 2024's episode of Days of Our Lives indicate some intriguing storyline turns. A new father receives a seductive surprise, two Salemites discover that someone isn't just hurling threats, and one character calls another out. What's planned for the program on Tuesday? It's time to get started. Days teasers for Tuesday, February 13th suggest that Wendy Shin and Ava Vitali's already strained relationship is set to worsen. Wendy plans to inform Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter about the questionable activity she has observed while keeping a close check on Trip Johnson's added teasers note. However, knowing that his girlfriend is making fun of his mother, how would Trip react to this? Speaking of Ava, the DOL spoilers for Tuesday, February 13th indicate that she and Stephen DiMera will come to the conclusion that Clyde Weston's recent threats were not a bluff. Has Clyde admitted that he was responsible for Harris Michaels's and Lucas Horton's shootings in addition to the Horton house fire? To discover out, fans will have to tune in. Xander Cook is in for a seductive surprise. Day teasers for Tuesday, February 13th indicate that Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, who lives across town, will be in for a spicy surprise when he gets home from his jog. It appears that Sarah Horton will be prepared and waiting for him, and the intensity between them will increase. For Zara fans, this is fantastic news, but given all the crazy things that happened on Friday and Monday, it seems like it might not last long. Last but not least, Doug Williams, Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, Chad DiMera, and his children, Thomas and Charlotte DiMera, will be homeless as a result of the Horton house fire. Maggie Kyriakis will come through and welcome them all into her home, so at least they will have a roof over their heads and hope. If family isn't there to support one another whenever required, then what good are they? Xander is questioned, Maggie plays the hero, and a message is sent. According to Tuesday, February 13th spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Maggie Kyriakis is the hero Julie Williams and her family need. Sarah Horton will be asking Xander Cook some questions, particularly in light of the text message she received. And Clyde Weston isn't done yet with his statement. What other evil schemes does Clyde have in store for Salem? The residents of Horton House are left homeless after the fire. Julie Williams, Doug Williams, Chad DiMera, and his children are now homeless due to the Horton house fire. Maggie is there to save the family when Julie needs a hero. Until Julie and her family make a decision regarding their home and other necessities, Maggie offers to move everyone into the Kiriakis' mansion. Days in the life if any of the Horton house can be saved is revealed by spoilers. It appears that a significant portion of the house may have been destroyed by the fire, requiring Julie to reconstruct her family's home. But a lot of valuables and memories were stored in that house. Julie is determined to identify the perpetrators of this atrocity and hold them accountable. Will Chad report to the authorities that the fire was caused by Clyde? Xander Cook, where has he been? Xander said he needed to go for a run, despite Sarah's best efforts to keep him at home. Sadly, Xander forgot his phone, and Sarah found the text inquiring as to whether anything had been done. Xander vowed to Sarah that he would never engage in criminal activity once more. Has Xander betrayed his word to Sarah? Sarah is aware that Xander would not risk losing their daughter since he loves her. Spoilers, however, imply that Harris Michaels might wrongly accuse Xander of being his shooter. Which one of Xander and Harris will Sarah believe? How will this new development affect Sarah's efforts to get back together with Xander? Will Xander's name be cleared by security cameras? Clyde Weston demonstrates his business acumen. Naturally, Clyde called Chad in a distorted voice to affirm that he is the one responsible for the unexpected activities that have taken Salem by surprise. Chad will undoubtedly experience guilt if he is held responsible for his family's demise. Chad will undoubtedly take a severe hit when his son asks about the photos of his mother. Is Chad ever going to make Doug and Julie feel this way? To try to avoid difficulties, Stefan Demira and Ava Vitali will cover their traces in the interim. Ava believed Harris would be able to keep them safe, but he was shot. Additionally, Ava and Stefan are unaware that Wendy Shin has approached Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter with her allegations. Is everything set up for Stefan and Ava? When Zara reunites, new issues emerge. The well-known soap opera Days of Our Lives is king in the world of daytime drama, where secrets abound and emotions are strong. Viewers eagerly await the newest developments in the lives of their beloved characters. The intriguing team of Xander and Sarah is one of them. Fans were treated to a sizzling shower scene in a recent episode that made their hearts race and their pulses pound. But unanticipated drama in Salem occurred right as passion peaked. Viewers were glued to their seats as it sent shockwaves around the community. Excitement permeates the air as the camera moves to Xander, who is charmingly portrayed by Paul Telfer, returning from his run. The intense energy in this moment from Days of Our Lives captivates viewers. Viewers have no idea that his typical post-workout ritual will result in a meeting with such intense intensity. The scene abruptly changes. Gracefully slipping into the steamy shower, Lindsay Godfrey's gracefully seductive portrayal of Sarah arrives. Furthermore, as they enjoy a private time beneath the falling water, the two actors' chemistry lights up the screen. Their tender touches and yearning looks reveal a great deal about how deeply they are connected.